Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel CivilSphere Insights. In this video, I will discuss some most important MCQ for steel structure which will be helpful for APSC Junior Engineering and JLEE entrance exam. So let us begin with the first question. Our first question is, grade of steel is designated as Fe415 if. So when you write Fe415, I mean steel or grade to me Fe215 এনেকে ডিনোট করো, right? Fe250 এনেকে ডিনোট করো, right? So এর Fe415 to steel or কোনটো strength হয়? কোশ্চেন হইছে যে Fe415 to steel or কোনটো strength হয়, কোনটো strength ডিনোট করে? So এটো হবো yield strength, right? Yield strength of steel, right? This is yield strength of steel, or it is also called characteristic strength of concrete. Sorry, strength of steel. Okay. So the answer will be the characteristic strength is 415 Newton per mm square, right? So the next question is, factor of safety is defined as the ratio of. So factor of safety কি আছিল? FOS is equal yield strength upon ultimate strength, right? Yield strength upon ultimate strength. This is for elastic material. Okay, this is for elastic material. Okay, and the second one is working strength or stress, whatever, strength, working strength upon ultimate strength. This is for brittle material. Okay, remember this. So factor of safety is defined as the ratio of ultimate stress to working stress to ultimate stress. So it will be the right answer. Here working stress is also known as design stress, design stress or permissible stress. It is the stress that can be subjected to a beam or any member safely. Okay, যদি safely এই বিয়ার কৰিব পাৰে হেতু হল আমাৰ design stress বা permissible stress. Okay, when we go for designing, we take this. Okay, now let us move to the next question. The question is, for the same depth the heavier section is. So for the same depth heavier section is ISLB, ISMB, ISHB, ISWB. Okay, so the answer will be ISWB, Indian Standard Wide Beam, right? Okay, so here ISLB means Indian Standard Lightweight Beam, and ISMB is called Indian Standard Medium Weight Beam, right? And and another one is ISHB, that is Indian Standard Heavy Beam. Okay, now let's see the next question. The weight of 10 meter diameter mild steel rod per meter length is equal to. So there is a formula for calculating per meter length of a steel bar, that is D square upon 162. Okay, so if I put the value of D, then it will be 10 square 162. 100 upon 162, right? So if I divide it, then 50, 81. Now the answer will be 0.6 something, right? 0.62. Okay, the answer is 0.62. If you calculate this, then you will find 0.62 kg. Okay, if you don't remember this formula, then you can find also by using the basic approach, that is rho is equal m by v, right? So it will be rho into v, right? It's rho into v here. So rho means density of the steel, that is 7850, right? Into v. V means volume. Here volume, we need to find calculate area first, then pi by 4 upon g square, right? 10 square. So and since the question asked per meter length, right? So the length will be 1 meter. Okay, so if you find this, then you will get 0.62. Okay. Okay, the next question is, dash is the Indian standard code for or practice which deals with the general construction of steel structure. Okay, so আমি সবাই জানো যে আমার স্টিলের ডিজাইনের কারণে আমি কোনটা কোড ইউজ করব, দ্যাট ইজ 800 2000, right? 2007. So IS 456 is used to design plain and RCC, PCC RCC design. Okay, PCC and RCC design করতে আমি কি করব, IS 456 2000 ইউজ করব, right? And IS 875 it is the IS code that provides the various specification of load. Okay, for example, snow load, dead load, okay, imposed load. So all the specification are given under this code, IS 8745. Okay, now IS 893 is used for earthquake design. Okay, so move to the next question. In an I section, almost all shear force is taken by, so I section all shear force is taken by wave, right? One thing, important thing is that I section is considered to be the most efficient and economical section for steel beam. It's widely used in steel beam because it is very efficient and economical. Okay, so this is I section. Flange, right? And this is our wave. So bending, if I draw bending stress diagram, then it will be bending strain diagram. This will be like this, bending stress. Okay, so here the bending stress is maximum, right? And if I draw shear stress diagram, then the diagram will be something like this. So here the tau maximum, right? Okay, so as you can see here, the maximum shear stress is acting at this portion, right? It is in the neutral axis, right? And here the maximum bending stress is acting on the top fiber. So this bending stress, so the bending stress is carried by this flange, and the wave portion resists our shear force. Okay, the shear force is taken by this wave, and the bending stress is taken by the flange. So this is very very useful. Okay, so flanges can resist 80% of the bending stress. Okay, So this is very used in our construction. Okay, that's why it is called as very efficient because it can carry both bending and shear force. And for the same area, it gives a higher moment of inertia compared to other section. So it is widely used in steel beam. Remember that I section is the most efficient. Okay, now coming to the next question. As per IS specifications, which of the following physical properties of steel structure is taken irrespective of its grade? Okay, so আমি জানো যে আমাৰ steel structure to যিটো হওক কিয় তাৰ যিটো আমাৰ steel structure to যিন হওক কিয় তাৰ যিটো density বা unit weight যিটো হ'ব সেইটো সদায় কি হ'ব 7850 kg per meter cube হ'ব, right? So modulus of elasticity সদায় same হ'ব, right? Modulus of elasticity কিমান হয় 2 into 10 raised to power 5, right? And Poisson ratio is taken as 3. Okay, so irrespective of its grade steel or physical property ki thake same thake moto kiba. So the next question is according to Unwin's formula, the relation between diameter of rivet hole or the diameter is given in mm and the thickness of plate that is given in mm is given by. So আমি যেটা স্টিলৰ ডিজাইন কৰোঁ স্টিলৰ যেতিয়া আমি ৰিবেটৰ এনালাইজ কৰোঁ তেতিয়া আমি এটা ফৰ্মুলা পাওঁ, এইটো হ'ল আনউইনছ ফৰ্মুলা. অ'কে, ফৰ ফাইণ্ডিং diameter of rivet hole when the thickness plate is given, we can find the diameter of the rivet. Okay, so that the formula is, we know that the formula is D is equal 6.01 under root of T. So here T and D are in mm. Okay, just remember it, this is very important. And here if the D is 1.91 under root of T, if the D and T both are in centimeter, so for both the unit in centimeter, the formula will be D is equal 1.91 under root of T. Okay, remember this is very important. So here in the question both the value is given in mm, right? So the answer is B, 6.01 under root of T. Okay, and another 1.91 under root of T. The minimum pitch of the rivet shall not be less than, so minimum pitch of the rivet shall not be less than minimum pitch rivetor kiman hobo lage ami janu what is pitch. So consider this as a plate which is connected by some rivet. Okay, these are the rivet. Okay, so this is the vertical distance between two consecutive rivet. If force is acting in this direction, this is the horizontal distance between these two rivets, right? So PC is the horizontal distance between two consecutive rivet. Okay, that is piece. And the vertical distance between two consecutive rivet is called gauge. Okay, here not horizontal distance, the horizontal distance in the direction of force. If the force is acting in this way, so the distance between two consecutive rivet in the direction of force is called piece. Okay, so minimum pitch of the rivet shall not be less than kiman hobo lage, minimum kiman pitch hobo lage, that is 2.5 of D, right? So what is the yield strength of grade M 8.8 bolt? Grade of bolt dia ase, that is 8.8, right? 8.8. So first of all am ki koribo lagibo, 8.8 is there, right? So this 8 have to multiply with 100 to get ultimate strength of tensile strength of bolt. So in the question we are asked yield strength. So the failure of rivet joint may take place due to shearing failure is there, right? Shear failure of plate. So plate may fail by shearing, then it will lead to the failure of joint, rivet joint, right? Bearing failure is also there. So all options are correct. So relation between effective length of weld and actual length of weld as per IS 800 2007. So IS 800 2007 এর মতে effective length of weld and actual length of weld এর মাজত relation তো কি হয়? So আমি জানো যেতিয়া আমি weld কৰো, suppose this is our, so this is the portion, this is a portion of welded portion, right? And this will be L effective. Okay, so actual length will be is equal L effective plus twice S. Okay, so in the question actual length will be L effective plus twice S. Actual length is equal effective length plus 2 into weld size, right? So the option A is the correct answer. Okay, now let's move to the next question. The junction between the planes and wave of a beam is known as, so junction between wave, so this is our T section, right? T beam, right? So this is planes and this is wave, right? This is wave and this is planes. So this is the junction. Got it? This is the junction, right? So this junction is called as fillet. Remember this junction is called as fillet, and the weld that is done here, that is called fillet weld. This is very important, fillet weld. That is fillet weld. Okay, so now the question is, next question, the shortest distance from the root of the fillet weld is called as fillet weld question that is very important. You will expect one question from this. So suppose this is L section, we have done here fillet weld. Okay, this distance, this is the hypotenuse, right? This is the hypotenuse and this is the root of the fillet weld. Okay, this is the root of the fillet weld. It will be the shortest distance, right? So the shortest distance from the root of the fillet weld to the hypotenuse is called effective throat thickness. Okay, and this is the, along this thickness the section have the weakest plan. Okay, the section have the weakest point in this section. Remember, this is also very important. Effective throat thickness, along the effective throat thickness the section have tendency to fail. Remember this. So the next question is, what will be the minimum size of the fillet weld? What will be the minimum size of the fillet if the plate thickness is less than 10 mm? যদি plate thickness 10 হয় তাহলে fillet weld এর minimum thickness কিমান হয়, minimum size কিমান? So first one, যদি less than 10 হয় minimum weld size হবে 3, right? 3 mm. Okay, so if the plate thickness is in between 10 to 25 mm, right? And if it is 20 to 32, then we have 6 mm. Okay, remember. Okay, so the next question is, according to IS 800 2007, what is the maximum permissible effective slenderness ratio for a tension member in which the reversal of dynamic stress occurs due to the loads other than the wind or seismic force, right? So maximum কিমান permissible effective slenderness ratio থাকে in a tension member যদি reversal of dynamic stress occur করে. The answer is, so the answer will be 180. Okay, so this is also important question. And one thing also, যদি টেনশন মেম্বার তো অনলি টেনশন পার্মানেন্টলি যদি অ্যাক্টিং করে থাকে তাহলে তার ভ্যালু কিমান হ'ব, স্লেন্ডারনেস রেশিওর ভ্যালু তো হ'ব 400. রিমেম্বার the slenderness ratio value will be 400 if the structure is acting only tension. If it is under tension permanently, okay, then the value will be 400. Okay, now let us move to the next question. So according to IS 800, effective length of a compression member with both ends fixed. So both ends যদি fixed হয়, compression member ধরা coulomb ধরে ললো, that is coulomb. So if the both end is fixed, so what will be the effective length? This is the effective length. So when the both ends are fixed, that is 0.650 L. Okay, now coming to the next question. The plate used for connecting two or more structural member intersecting each other is called point. Suppose this is the যদি দুটা বা তাতকে যদি বেছি মেম্বাৰ কোনো এটা পইণ্টত যদি ইণ্টাৰসেক্টিং কৰে, যদি এটা পইণ্টত যদি জয়েন কৰিব লাগে, তেতিয়াহ'লে আমি কি কৰিম, আমি এটা প্লেট ইউজ কৰিম. প্লেটটো হ'ল আমাৰ গাছেট প্লেট বুলি কয়. অ'কে, দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড এজ গাছেট প্লেট. ৰাখিবা, দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড এজ গাছেট প্লেট. দ্য গ্ৰছ ডায়ামিটাৰ অফ এ ৰিভেট ইজ দ্য ডায়ামিটাৰ অফ. চ' আমি যেতিয়া ৰিভেট ছেটিং কৰিম, যেতিয়া কি কৰোঁ আমি তাৰ যিটো আমি ৰিভেট এনালাইচিছত কি কৰোঁ, গ্ৰছ ডায়ামিটাৰটো কি কোনটো ডায়ামিটাৰ লওঁ, that is rivet hole. Okay, that is rivet hole, and we have to make the rivet some lesser than this rivet hole, right? Because it will otherwise it will have some problem while fitting into this hole, right? So this will be rivet hole. The modulus of elasticity of steel is more than that of concrete, so it indicates that the steel is, so modulus of elasticity আমি জানো যে modulus of elasticity of steel is more than that of concrete. So what does it indicates? So যদি modulus of elasticity কোনো এটা property যদি বেছি থাকে তেতিয়াহ'লে তাৰ ইলাষ্টিচিটিটো বেছি, right? দেন সেই মেটেৰিয়েলটো বেছি ইলাষ্টিক, তাৰ মানে তাৰ ওপৰত এক্টিং কৰা লোডটো যদি ৰিমুভ কৰি দিয়া হয় তেতিয়াহ'লে কি কৰিব, সেই বস্তুটোৱে সেই মেটেৰিয়েলটোৱে লগালগ কি কৰিব, তাৰ আগৰ অৱস্থালৈ ঘূৰি আহিব, হয়নে নহয়? তো আগৰ অৱস্থালৈ ঘূৰি আহিব. So that is called more elastic. Okay, so that is, so it means that more elastic than concrete. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. Now we will bring MCQs from other subject also, so please stay tuned with my channel for important videos which will be helpful for upcoming civil engineering exams. So thank you for watching the video.